everyone, this is Pallavi. Today we will discuss how to set up a project in a Spring Toolsuite IDE, and again we will discuss about the core payment status system. So the project setup steps are: first of all, download the project zip in a local machine and extract and import in IDE. Now let us see. So these are the two folders we need to import in a Spring Toolsuite IDE. Open Spring Toolsuite IDE, File, Import, click on Existing Maven project, Next. Now select the path. Now first of all, select Payment Processing Service, select the folder, then add project to working set. Then finish. So here we are getting the payment processing service. Again, go to the folder. Now we need to import this Stripe payment provider into the Spring Toolsuite IDE. File, Import, Existing Maven project, click on Next, select the path, select Stripe payment provider path, select the folder, copy, paste here, then click on Finish button. So here if you are observing, the payment processing service project is imported in Spring Toolsuite IDE. So in a SRC main Java, if you observe com.cpd payments and the controller package, we will open the controller class. See, this is the controller class. When we are imported Stripe payment provider, we will check in a Spring Toolsuite IDE. Yeah, here you observe this Stripe payment provider service also imported in a Spring Toolsuite IDE. Check the controller class. Here. Now the next step is here. Run and make it a successful. Now we will run the two services, whether it is successfully running or not. We will check that one. So payment processing service, go to the controller class, then right click, run as a Maven build, clean, spring, spring boot, run, run the project. Started service. Again, you may run from here also. Right click, run as a stop the server. You may run the program from here. Controller Java. Click on controller class, run as you may run the application from here, run as a Spring Boot app. So now this Tomcat server started on port number 8082 with context path. So we are able to change the port number from the property application.properties. So here server.port is equal to, we may change the port number. We are writing here in a application.property. Now again we will check the next service, that is Stripe payment provider, whether it is running or not. Now then stop the server, check the port number here, source main resources. So here the server.port.8086, the port number is 8086. We will check whether this application is running on port number 8086. Then click on Stripe payment provider service, run as Spring Boot app. Yeah. So both applications are running on Spring Tool Suite. Now, after successful in Spring Tool Suite IDE, then the next step is create the two repositories in a bitbucket, name for as a payment service and the Stripe provider service. Then go through the bitbucket, create new project, service. Give a name payment service. So check whether it is a private project or not. We always keeping the code is in a private mode only. Now then click on create project. Now after creating the project, then create the two repositories. Create repository. Now select the project. So this is a payment service. Now repository name. So the repository name we are giving payment processing service. So the default branch we are keeping as a main. Then click on create repository. Again here check it is a private repository. Then click on create repository. Payment processing service, the repository was created. Again we need to create a one more repository. Click on create repository. Select the project, that is a payment service. Then give the repository name, that is Stripe provider service. So that's it, it is a private repository and the default branch name is main. Then click on create repository. Here two repositories are created. Then the next step is, after creating the repository in a big bucket, we need to create a local sync folder or a main branch. Now create a local sync folder, provider service, which are created under the payment service project. Now we will we will create a folder in a local machine and we will sync with the bitbucket. Now the next step is here create a local sync folder, the main branch. So in local disk D, this is workspace. In this folder, I want to create a sync folder. Create a folder, new, folder. Payment processing service. So we need to create a sync folder for this repository. Go to the bitbucket. So payment processing service, click on a branches. So the code is on a main branch. Now click on this checkout button. Checkout in a source tree. Using source tree, we are creating a sync folder. The local folder is connecting to the bitbucket. Now select the path of local folder. Control C. Paste here and we are creating the main branch -m. Then click on clone button. So it is creating a sync folder in our local machine. Now go through the folder. Check. See here, payment processing service -m. Here a local sync folder was created. Now go to the location. See here in this folder. So this is a folder, payment processing service start. Click on this folder. Now copy a code. Control C. This target folder and dot setting folder was created by Spring Toolset. So we no need to copy this. Then copy rest of the files and paste it in the local sync folder. Now then check in a source tree. See, all these folded are added in a sync folder, which are we are copying from this tool. Now the next step is, see, we are created a local sync folder and we are extracted the code into the local sync folder. Now the next is by using git commands, git add, git commit and git push. By using these commands, all these folders we are adding in a bitbucket. Now the next step is, see here, if you are observing, if you click on this button, so means by using this command we are adding, we are using a git add command and will be added. So instead of adding one by one, you may click on this button stage all. So all the folders were added. Now the next is we need to commit. The next is step is commit all these files. So before commit, we need to pass a message what we are doing. So copy, we give a message, copy all files from spring dot initializer dot. Then click on commit button. So all the files are committed. Then the next step is, see, after by using this command git add and git commit, the files are still on a local folder only. By using the push command, by using this command, all the folders we will deploy into the bitbucket in a cloud. So click on this push button, push. So all the files are added into a bitbucket. Now go through the bitbucket. So see here, if you are observing payment processing service repository, in this repository all the files were added. Now the next step is go to the project. See, we are working on a payment service. So we are added the payment processing service. All the files we are added. Now the next step is we need to add all the in a Stripe provider service. Then click on the Stripe provider service. Go to the branches. In branch, click on checkout. Then checkout in a source tree. Again create a local sync folder in a workspace. New folder. Give a name. Stripe provider service. Rename Stripe provider service. Copy path and paste in a source tree here. And we are creating a sync folder for the main branch. Then click on clone button. Then same procedure we are following. Go to the project setup folder. So here we are added the from here we are added in a Spring tool suite, or you may go through the Spring tool suite. So here Stripe payment provider. Right click, properties. So copy this location from here. See this Stripe payment provider. Copy all the files. So we no need to copy the target and dot setting folder. It is created by Spring tool suite. So unselect target and dot setting file. Copy rest of the files and add into a sync folder. So this is Stripe provider service. Copy here. So all the files we are adding from Spring suite to here in a local sync folder. Then go to the source tree. Check whether the all files are added or not. All the files are added. Now we need to add all these commands. So click on stage all. Now the next step is we need to commit all these folder files then click on a commit button. By using the push command, all the files we are adding in a bitbucket. Click on push. Now go through the bitbucket and check whether the files are added or not. Click on a branches, source. See, all these folders were added under the Stripe provider service. Now the next step is, so we successfully created a sync folder. After creating a sync folder, we are extracted code into a sync folder, and by using git add commit and push command, all the files are added into a bitbucket. Now the next step is, we need to create an integration branch, and from that we need to create a feature branch. So next step is, go to the bitbucket, branches, click on a branches. So here click on all branches. So the main branch. So we are in a Stripe provider service. Okay, so we are in a Stripe provider service. First of all, we need to create the branches for the project, select the payment service. So we need to create the branches for the payment processing service, and then we need to create the Stripe provider service. So click on payment processing service. Click on a branches. So this is the main branch. Now in order to create the integration branch and feature branch, click on create, click on branch. So we need to create an integration branch from the main branch. Give a name, integration branch. Then click on create. Now from main branch we need to cut a feature branch. Then again go to a create, click on create, click on branch. So from which branch we need to cut the feature branch? From integration branch. Click on integration, and the type is feature branch. So we are creating a feature 1. Feature 1. Now click on create. Now go to the branches, check active branches, all branches. So here for this payment processing service repository, we are created main branch. From main branch we cut the integration branch, and from integration branch we cut the feature branch 1. Now same procedure for the that Stripe processing service, Stripe provider service. Then go through the repositories, click on Stripe provider service, click on branches. Now click on create branch. From main branch we are cutting the integration branch. Click on create. Again we need to cut a feature branch from integration branch. Click on create branch. We need to cut from the integration branch. The type is feature branch. Then again it is a feature 1. Then create. Now go to the branches. Check active branch, all branches. See, here we are creating the main branch, from main branch integration, and from integration to feature branch. Now our next step is, see, we are created the integration branch and feature branch. Now the next step is clone a feature branch of both repository into a local machine. So now the next step is, we need to clone the code from feature branch. So go to the repositories. So first of all, select the repository payment processing service. Go to the branches. Click on all branches. Click on feature branch. Now check out in a source tree. Now select the path location. Now go to the folder workspace. So payment processing service. Select the path. Control C. Paste the path here. And we are creating a feature 1. Click on clone. So here if you are observing, see, all the codes were added from the main branch. Source folder. Then next, go to the bitbucket. Select the repository. So select Stripe provider service. Go to the branches. All branches. Select the feature 1 and click on checkout. Checkout in a source tree. Now go to the local folder, workspace, Stripe provider service. Select the path. Paste it processing. All the files from branch is it added in a feature branch. Then go to the local sync folder. See here. So we are created a feature branch. So all the files were added. So this is the workspace, July 24 workspace. So we are created a local sync folder. Then we are feed all the files from Spring folder, and here we are created a one more folder. All the files right here. Same for a payment processing service. We have created a main branch, copied all these folders. Then again a sync folder is created for the feature branch. Now go through the bitbucket, check whether all the files are added or not. Source, for feature branch. See integration branch, feature branch. So after creating a sync folder, then the next step is clone feature branch and both repo in a local machine. After this step, we need to import all those feature folders into a IDE for the coding. Now go to the IDE. See here, you are observing Stripe payment provider we are added and payment processing service. We need to import two folders from local sync folder. This payment processing service feature 1 and Stripe provider service feature 1. Now go to the Spring Tool Suite, File, Import, Existing Maven project. Next, go to the workspace. Select the folder. So before adding, we will close this one because we are not working on this Stripe payment provider service. Click on this. Then close project. Similarly, this payment processing service, click on this folder. Then click on close project. Then we will add a feature branch here. File, import, existing Maven project. Next, go to the workspace. Workspace. processing service. Select the payment processing service. Select the folder. Here it is not having. We will delete this one, payment processing service. And also the Stripe payment provider service. Delete. Then file, import, existing Maven project name. Workspace. Select the folder. Copy, Control C, STS, then finish. So here the payment processing service is added. Then next, similarly, file, import, existing Maven project, next, browse, go to the workspace, July workspace, type provider service, select the feature branch, select the folder, advanced, proceed, and finish. So here if you are observing, the Stripe payment provider service from feature branch is added. Then we will check whether the two files are running or not. Then payment process service. Run as into that. So the service is started on a Tomcat server port 8082, because in a property file we are given the port number as a 8082. For this Stripe payment provider service, we will check whether it is working or not. So here run as a Spring Boot app. Here Tomcat started on a port number 8086, because we are added a port number here 8086, resources application.properties, then the port number is 8086. So both the folders we are added and we are checked both are working. So the project setup is completed. Then we will